set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And I think the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Over the middle to Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Cardinals 17.
By Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on second down. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
First down, Cardinals.
Throwing again, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Operating from the gun. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block a big-time running play and
the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Cardinals' 43-yard line.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A 10th carry in the game for Cole. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. Cook. He ends up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Right side here, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Alexander
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Now 4th and goal.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's taken on for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Cardinals 20. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. The ball popped Knocked in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
The Vikings take over first.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Able to find Turner. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
As he throws there, incomplete.
And what with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Complete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And 2.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen, it's complete. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. They try again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score, Vikings 35.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
He'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And
it'll be a handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Cook, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. To throw is Kaepernick. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Minnesota, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to